In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to bind your courage, your confidence, and your boldness to yourself. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Make sure you subscribe, that way you'll never miss out on another video. So, this new moon in Leo is coming. It's a Lionsgate portal. There's so much energy around it. Check out the video that I did about the things you should know about this new moon. But I did want to do a little bay leaf spell for you because how could I not? I want to share with you a way that we can bind our confidence to ourselves. The lion, Leo, it's a fixed zodiac sign, which means, it's fixed. It's also ruled by the sun, and the sun helps grow. The sun helps manifest. The sun gives life, and it just illuminates and lights things up around it. So there's just a lot of good energy, and with Leo and this new moon, I thought it's perfect to bind these things to yourself, because sometimes things happen in our life, obstacles come up, struggles come up, insecurities come up, whatever comes up. And our confidence and our boldness, our creativity gets affected, It could suffer, or it could dwindle, or it can get drained, whatever happens. We lose inspiration, whatever, right? But this is a spell that you can do for yourself to help keep your confidence, your boldness, your creativity kind of locked within you so that you can access it whenever you need to. Okay, so for this ritual, you're going to need a bay leaf. If you guys are interested in bay leaves from me, you can head over to my Etsy shop. But even if your bay leaf is cracked a little bit, it's perfectly fine. If you can find a whole one, it's better because you can write on it. Now, we're working with Leo, okay? So we're working with the Strength card of Tarot. So if you have a tarot card deck, get out your Strength cards. So here's a few that I have, and what you want to do is just keep your bay leaf with the Strength card for overnight or a few hours. What you can also do is just Google Strength Tarot card and just print out whichever one that resonates with you. There's so many different kinds. But yeah, that's something that you could do. But that is optional. And the main ingredient that we're going to be needing is bay leaf, a Sharpie, and something to burn your bay leaf in. So here I have my abalone shell. Now I know a lot of people get really offended with my abalone shell, but because they see it as dirty. But for me, this is the ash of everything that I have manifested. So I'm not going to clean this anytime soon. I'm sorry for anybody that does not like ash. But this is what I'm going to be burning mine in. Make sure that you have something that is fire safe, that you could burn this in, that will not crack, because you don't want that kind of energy into your work. Okay? So the next thing that I want to talk about is this Leo energy, right? This Leo new moon. If you're doing this on the Leo new moon, and you know what? Anytime you do this information would be really useful. Leo is the Strength card in tarot, and Leo is the 8th zodiac. And the Strength card is number 8, and Leo season is in August, which is the 8th month. And we also have this Lionsgate opening happening, which the symbolism and the meaning of the number 8 and infinity and infinite is setting something in stone. It's binding something. It's making something permanent and making sure that it is forever and that it remains rooted. So this would be a perfect time for binding spells. Just because of the energy that's going on. But if it's not the Leo new moon, that's perfectly fine. You can still use the infinity sign and the Leo energy to bind. Now, here's what we're going to do, okay? You're going to write what it is that you want to bind to yourself. And in this case, it's a lot of, we want to bind what energy this Leo and infinity, what is that, right? It's setting it in stone and kind of intertwining into our very roots. Confidence, creativity, happiness, willpower, the ability and the courage and the strength to push through obstacles. These are things that we are going to bind to ourselves today. But if there is something else that you want to bind to yourself, you want to write it first. So the first thing that you write is always what you're binding to yourself. Job, person, lifestyle, money, I don't know, maybe a court case going in your favor. Maybe you want to get along with someone, whatever it is, whatever you want to bind. You want to write it down on your bay leaf. Okay, so let's just do an example. If I want to bind money to myself, right? But this Leo energy is also about being unstoppable and like just it's very strong and fiery. So wherever in your life you feel like you need to bind some fiery energy and some strength and some courage and confidence into yourself, where in your life do you need to bind that into yourself? Is it your love life? Is it your voice? Is it your throat chakra? Is it the way that you need to stand up for yourself? Is it you want to bind your partner? You want to bind your job, whatever it is, right? But it has to be in a way where you need that fiery energy to bind it to you, if that makes sense. So, okay, so the first thing you're going to do is write what you're going to be binding to yourself. If you have the strength card next to you, perfect. And then you're going to write your full name. So now I signed my full name, and I would recommend sign it, because when you sign it, you don't pick up your pen and therefore no other energy can come inside. So it's just a straight, that's why I really love cursive. It's so magical because you're not picking up your pen, you're just writing, and just, it's a binding in itself because your words are attached to each other, so no other energy can come in, if that makes sense too. So you're going to do that, and the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to draw the Leo zodiac sign onto your bay leaf. Now I'm going to flip this over so that I can show you. So you could do it actually right over top of your name, or you could flip it over and do it like that. So the zodiac for that is going to be kind of something like that. So that's kind of what the Leo sign looks like. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make that infinity 8 symbol right over that Leo symbol. Okay, now I am going to draw them separately so that you could see it. So this would be the Leo symbol, kind of something like that. You can actually just Google it and you could find the Leo symbol. But over top of that Leo symbol, you're going to want to draw the figure 8. That is infinity. Okay, so I did it on 2 different bay leaves, so just to show you what it looks like, but this is kind of what it looks like when you combine the two. And what we're doing today in this spell is combining the two. So I would recommend do it. You could actually even do it like this: 1 bay leaf Leo, 1 bay leaf 8, 1 bay leaf, mix them together, and 1 bay leaf, or even on the other side of that bay leaf, your name and your intention. And then what you're going to do, now this is optional, you guys. I actually have my Durga oil here, and because it is Leo season, Durga is something that I would work with just because she does work with the lion and the tiger, and she tames the beast, and just Leo season and Durga for me is so corresponding. If you have my Durga oil, you could use that. If not, you can use any kind of oil that you need. It could be olive oil, coconut oil, whatever oil that you have, protection oil. If you don't have any oil, that's perfectly fine. You don't even have to use oil. If you have some of your perfume, just spray a little bit of your favorite perfume on there, because it will charge the scent of your perfume up too. Okay, now the next thing you're going to do, so let me just show you how I anoint my bay leaves with oil. I will just put 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 in the middle. So that is for all 4 directions, east, west, north, south, and also for all of the elements, earth, wind, fire, and water. And we are kind of just paying tribute to all of them and conjuring them and calling upon them. And also the dot in the middle is for spirit, which is us, our soul. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to take your strength card and you're going to put it underneath your abalone shell. Or if you be careful when you do this, because we want to bind ourselves to that strength energy, right? So keep it underneath what you're going to be burning your bay leaves in, but also be careful that the card doesn't get destroyed or burned, if you're okay with that. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing. And then you go ahead and burn your bay leaves. Now, a lot of you I know have questions about how sometimes the bay leaf does not burn completely. And what I would recommend when that happens is there may be blocks there. So what do? I just pick it up and I'm like, that block is gonna burn away. And you just kind of just keep burning until the blocks are removed. So that is going to be a Lionsgate new moon in Leo binding bay leaf spell. But you could do this anytime you need to pull on the energy of the number 8, which is infinity, binding forever. And then you need to pull on the energy of the lion, which is boldness, creative energy, fiery energy, masculine energy, setting something in stone, that courage and willpower to push through things, confidence. So this is for those kinds of energies, to bind those to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want more content from me, head over to Patreon. And if you guys are interested in spiritual tools and spiritual items that are hand charged by me, then you can head over to my Etsy shop. And I think that's all I had to say, and I'll talk to you real soon.